So hello students, welcome to this engineering graphics class. So we'll take up with projection of planes. So in this today's class, so let us see the projection of planes. What are the topics covered under projection of planes, and what is a plane, how do you define plane, and what a lamina is known as. So all those things we'll have a look in this today's class. A plane may be defined as a two-dimensional surface having length and breadth with negligible thickness. It is formed when any three non-collinear, so which are not on the same line, so any three non-collinear points are joined. It is bounded by either straight lines or curves, or maybe regular figure or an irregular figure. So a regular plane surface is one in which all the sides are equal, while an irregular plane surface will have unequal sides. So here in the projection of planes, so minimum three lines are needed to get a specific type of a plane. For example, if you take a triangular lamina, so a triangular lamina, it needs three lines. Three straight lines are needed to get a triangular lamina. If you take up a square or rectangular lamina, four lines are needed. And if you take a pentagonal lamina, 5 lines are needed, and if you take up hexagonal lamina, 6 lines are needed. And then if you take up a circle, so circle, it's a closed profile, it's a curved line, so closed at an angle 0 to 360 degree. So coming to this projection of planes chapter, so there are 50 problems solved in the VTU solution book. There are 50 problems solved in the VTU solution book. So in the examination you will get one question among those 50. It has a weightage of 25 marks. 60% weightage is for sketching and 40% weightage for computer drawing. So out of 25 marks, 15 marks will have a weightage of sketching and 10 marks for computer drawing using solid edge software. So before we proceed to the planes chapter, you should have some knowledge on projection of planes. So the standard planes or the standard laminas that are given in your syllabus, so they are triangular lamina, so it may be isosceles triangle or an equilateral triangle, square lamina, rectangular lamina, pentagonal lamina, hexagonal lamina, and then finally circular lamina. So these are the basic standard types of planes that are discussed in the chapter projection of planes. Now as the name indicates, projection of planes. Projection. So how the plane is projected? The planes are projected on two basic type of projection of planes. So they are horizontal plane and vertical plane. Already in the projection of points and the projection of lines, we have come across all these types of projection of planes. Particularly in projection of points, all the four angles of projections. First angle of projection, where you get VP by HP. Second angle of projection, where both VP and HP, you will get it above the XY line. And then third angle of projection, which is HP by VP. And then the last fourth angle of projection, where you will get both VP and HP in the same direction. So from the projection of line onwards, so only first angle of projection is followed. So in first angle of projection, so it is VP by HP. So the ground level, the surface on which we are standing, so that ground level surface is called horizontal plane. And then the wall which we face it, the opposite wall which we are focusing it, so the opposite vertical wall is called a vertical plane. So we have to imagine ourselves as an observer. So if we stand on a ground wall, on a ground surface, the horizontal ground floor area, the floor surface area, it's a horizontal plane, and then the wall which is opposite to us, the opposite vertical wall, it is called vertical plane. So there are two basic types of planes, horizontal plane and vertical plane. So in first angle of projection, so with reference to the XY line, so we get VP by HP. Above the XY line, the VP projection plane is subjected, and below the XY line, horizontal plane is subjected. So on the vertical plane, front view of an object is projected, and on the horizontal plane, top view of the object is projected. Now in this chapter, so before we take up the problems, before we take up the numerical or the problems on projection of planes, so let us have some basic knowledge on projection of planes. So there are two categories of problems. I can categorize the entire 50 problems into two major categories. Category 1, first category as planes resting on HP resting lamina. I can place the lamina on HP, I can rest the lamina on horizontal plane. This is first category. Second category, I can rest the lamina or I can place the lamina on vertical plane. So it's a VP resting lamina. So those 50 problems can be broadly categorized into two categories. So category 1, lamina resting on HP. Category 2, lamina resting on VP. So these are the two major categories of problems you find in those 50 problems. And then I can subcategorize each category into three types. Type 1, general types problems. Type 2, beta angle problem, and type 3, conditional based problems. So these three types I can subcategorize in both the above two categories. So category 1, HP resting problem, I can subcategorize into three types. Type 1, general type. Type 2, beta angle, and type 3, conditional types. And then again in category 2, VP resting problem, so I can subcategorize into three types. So that is general type, beta angle, and then conditional type. So let us have a brief review on general type problem. Type 1, general type problems. In general type problems, so you will be given HP resting angle and VP resting angle. HP resting angle and VP resting angle, generally it will be given. And then in type 2, beta angle. So what is beta angle? So what is beta angle? How it is defined? How to find out the beta angle? How to identify whether the given angle is a beta angle or not? So all those things we will take up when we take up the type 2 problem. And then type 3 problem, it will be different from type 1 and type 2. There will be no HP angle, there will be no VP angle and no beta angle. So some conditions will be given. Based on the given condition you have to proceed. So these are the three types you find in all the two categories. So before we proceed this, so let us discuss about category 1, lamina resting on HP. A lamina is said to be resting on HP if we place the lamina on HP. So just take up, for example, if you take up a triangular lamina. A triangular lamina, if you just place it on the ground surface, on the horizontal ground level surface. If you just place it, so then if you look at the top view will be a regular shaped triangle. And then if you look up in your opposite direction, towards a forward direction, in your opposite side, so the lamina will look as a horizontal line. So if the lamina is made to rest on HP, the top view will be a regular shaped triangle and the front view will be an inclined line. So for example, if you place the triangular lamina on HP, the top view will be a regular triangular lamina, true shape, regular shape triangular lamina, the front view will be a horizontal line. And if you place square lamina on the HP, if you place it parallel, so the top view will be a regular shape lamina in the form of square, and then the front view will be a horizontal line. So in all this, whatever the type of lamina you place it on HP, so it will take a regular shape profile. The top view will be in the form of a regular shape profile, and the front view will be a horizontal line, 0 degree horizontal line. Similarly, the reverse you find it if you place the lamina on VP, second category. If you rest the lamina on vertical plane, so the front view of the lamina will be a regular shaped lamina and the top view of the lamina will be a horizontal line. For the same example, if you place the triangular lamina on the vertical plane, on the opposite wall, on the opposite vertical wall, if you place the triangular lamina, so the front view of the triangular lamina will be a regular shaped triangle and the top view will be a horizontal line. Similarly, if you place the square lamina on the VP vertical plane, the front view of the square lamina will be a regular shaped square and the top view will be a horizontal line. So in this way, so any type of lamina, if you rest it on VP vertical plane, all the front views will be a regular shaped lamina and the top view will be a horizontal line. So this is about category 1 and category 2. So in the first category it's a HP resting lamina, in the second category it's a VP resting lamina. So in HP resting lamina, all the top views will be regular shape lamina in the initial position, and all the front views will be a 0 degree line in the initial position, in the initial resting position. Now let us come to this. So there are basically 3 steps followed in the problem. So if you look at all the problems, so almost 95% of the problems, you find 3 basic steps. So 3 steps followed in the problem. The first step will define you either category 1 or category 2. It will be either HP resting or VP resting. So the first step will decide you, so the lamina, whether the lamina is resting on HP or whether it's resting on VP. This is the first basic initial foundation step it is. If you commit mistake in the first step, you will get 0 marks. And then there are options. You can place the lamina either with edge resting position or with corner resting position. So you can place the lamina as per the given condition, as per the given statement. So coming to the next step, lamina. In the second step, so surface inclination of the lamina is usually given. So for HP resting lamina, so if it is a HP resting lamina, in the next step you will get HP inclination, you will get it. The surface of the lamina will be inclined with respect to HP angle. And if it is a VP resting lamina, category 2, then immediately in the next step, in the second step, you will get VP angle inclination. Surface inclination with reference to VP angle, you will get it. So now in second step, so you can rotate the lamina. You can rotate the lamina. To rotate the lamina, so we rotate the lamina in anti-clock direction from right side to left side. So for that, so the left position of the lamina, either side of the lamina, left side of the lamina, or left corner of the lamina. So as per the resting condition. So the left end of the lamina will be held, and then the lamina will be tilted. It will be rotated from right side in anti-clock direction from an angle from 0 degree to some angle less than 90, 0 to between 0 and 90. It will be normally 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree angles will be given in the problem. So coming to category 1 HP resting, so in the second step, HP inclination, surface of the lamina will be inclined with respect to HP angle. For example, if 30 degree to HP, the surface of the lamina is tilted, makes an angle of 30 degree to HP. So in this case, what happens in the second step? So if it is a edge resting lamina, so the edge of the lamina will be held, left edge of the lamina will be held, and the lamina will be rotated at an angle of 30 degree from right side in anti-clock direction. So when you tilt it at an angle of to an angle of 30 degree, so the corresponding, the top view of the lamina will be an irregular shaped lamina. The top view will get converted to irregular shape, and the front view will be a 30 degree line. So always when the lamina is tilted, when the lamina is rotated, it will not be in regular shape, it gets converted into irregular shape. So it gets converted into irregular shape. So this is the case. So in HP resting, if the lamina is tilted, if the surface of the lamina is tilted to HP angle, so the corresponding, the top view of the lamina will be irregular shaped lamina, and the front view of the lamina will be a inclined line. Similarly, for VP resting, category 2, for VP resting, so if the surface of the lamina is tilted to VP angle, for example, if it is tilted to 30 degree to VP, so the front view of the lamina will be converted into irregular shaped lamina, and the top view will be a 30 degree line. So if the lamina is tilted, if the surface of the lamina is tilted with reference to VP angle, so all the front views of the lamina will get converted into irregular shape, and the corresponding top view will be an inclined line. So this is observation we see in second step. While in third step, so we see some if it is a HP resting, VP angle will be covered, and if it is a VP resting, HP angle will be covered in the third step. And the third step, HP or VP angle will be either with reference to the resting corner or resting edge, or it will be with reference to the median of the lamina. So that we'll take up when we take up those types, type 1, type 2, type 3. So we'll have a detailed discussion on it. So just let us have a look on this PPT. So to make this concept clear, so let us take an example of a rectangular lamina. So surface parallel to HP. So this is a category 1. So surface parallel to HP. Let us see the pictorial presentation. You can see the vertical plane and horizontal plane. So here surface inclined to, then second step the surface is inclined to HP angle, and then in the third step, so VP angle is covered. So with reference to small side, any one side of the lamina. Now let us see the case of rectangle. So this is a rectangular lamina. It is rested on HP. It is placed parallel to HP. So you can see that. So the rectangular lamina is placed parallel to HP. So this is a rectangular lamina and this is HP. So it is placed parallel to HP, and the shorter edge of the rectangle is taken on the left side. So let us see what happens if the rectangular lamina is placed parallel to HP. So what will happen? So you can see that, and then in the second step you can see that the same rectangular lamina, the shorter edge of the rectangle is held, and then the rectangular lamina from the right side, it is tilted to some angle with reference to horizontal plane, that is horizontal plane, the line you can find it over here. So to HP angle, the surface of the lamina, so the left shorter edge of the lamina, it is held, and then the lamina is tilted in anti-clock direction from right side to certain angle between 0 to 90 degree with respect to HP. And then in the third profile you can see that. So in the second figure you can see that, in the second step you can see that the shorter edge, it is placed on HP, it is placed parallel to HP, whereas it is perpendicular to VP. Whereas in the third step we can observe that the same shorter edge, the shorter edge of the rectangular lamina on which it was resting, so this shorter edge is inclined to some VP angle. So with reference to this VP, vertical, that is horizontal line constructed on the vertical plane. So with reference to the VP, the shorter edge of the lamina is tilted to some angle. So now let us see. So these are the three basic position of the lamina. You find it in all those solutions, in all those VTU solution problems. So first step is the initial step, foundation step. So the lamina resting on either HP or VP. Here it is given it's resting on HP. Second step, so if it is resting on HP, second step immediately you will get HP inclination, and in the third step you will get VP inclination. The HP inclination in second step, it will be with reference to the surface of the lamina, and then the VP inclination in the third step, it can be either with reference to the same resting edge or with reference to the median of the lamina. So let us see. So in the next figure, so what will be the top view and front view of first figure, second figure and third figure? Let us focus on the first figure. We can see that the first figure, if you observe in your forward direction towards your opposite wall, so these are the arrows you can see. You can see these arrows. When you focus a torch light, or when you focus the image, the two-dimensional image of this rectangular lamina, the front view of this rectangular lamina will be seen in the form of horizontal line. So this is a horizontal line. The front view of the rectangular lamina is in the form of horizontal line. And then next, this is front view 1. And next, if you look at the top view, from the top, if you observe the rectangular lamina from the top, so let us see what will be the top view. So the top view will be a regular rectangle. It will be a true shape rectangle. So you can see the top view is a true shape rectangle and the front view is a horizontal line. So this is top view 1. And next we will come to the second figure. So let us see in the second figure what will happen to the front view. So when you look at the front view, we can see that the front view of the lamina will be a tilted line. It will be an inclined line. If it is 30 degree, it will be 30 degree line. If it is a 45 degree, it will be a 45 degree line. The same. So whatever the front view you got it in first step, the same front view similar in dimension will get transferred in second step with some angle, with HP angle. And then let us look at what will be the corresponding top view. So if you look at from the top, so you can see that now the top view of the lamina is, though it's rectangle, but it will not be in true shape. It will not be true dimension. The dimension will be reduced. It will be lesser. So it is called irregular shaped lamina. So the top view will be an irregular shaped lamina. Then let us see the third figure. So in the third figure, you see that both the angles are covered. So in the second figure, HP angle is covered, and in the third figure, in addition to HP angle, VP angle is also covered. So since both the angles are covered, VP angle and HP angle, both the angles are covered, and the lamina is seen in tilted position. So it is seen in inclined position with reference to both HP and VP. So therefore, both the top view and front view will be an irregular shaped lamina. So the top view is similar. So what are the irregular shaped lamina we got it in the second top view, this one. What are the irregular lamina we got it in second top view? The same one we will get it the top view. The same top view we will get it in third step. Only the difference here is we can see that the shorter edge of this second top view, it is placed parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP, 90 degree to VP. So this shorter edge of the rectangle, it is not 90 degree to VP. It is tilted to some angle, maybe 30 degree or 45 degree. So this is the difference you find it. Otherwise there is no difference in dimension of the top view of the second position lamina and third position lamina. So let us see. So you can see that the front view is an irregular shaped rectangle, and then similarly the top view is similar in dimension, but the position will be different. So in this way, if you place a lamina on HP, if you place a lamina parallel to HP, the top view will be a irregular shaped lamina and the front view will be a horizontal line, as you have seen in figure 1. So in the next step, if you tilt the surface of the lamina with HP angle, so the top view will get converted into irregular shape and the front view will be an inclined line, as you have seen in second figure. And in the third figure, so VP angle will be covered. So the shorter edge of the rectangle on which it was resting, so it is tilted to some VP angle. So in the third step, both VP angle and HP angle are covered. So both the top view and front view will be irregular shaped rectangle. So in the next category, in the second category, the reverse observations are seen. So in this, since it's a HP resting, the first step is the lamina placed parallel to HP. Top view will be a regular shaped rectangle, front view is a horizontal line. Suppose if the same lamina, if it is placed parallel to VP, it will interchange. So the front view will be a regular shaped lamina and the top view will be a horizontal line. And here, so when it is VP resting, the second step it will have VP angle. The surface of the lamina will be tilted to VP angle. So the front view will be irregular shaped lamina and the top view will be an inclined line. And in the third step, since both the angles are covered, both the laminas will be irregular shaped lamina. So this is seen in category 2 VP resting. Category 1 and category 2 are similar in observation, just with change of views. So change of views, views will be same, vertical plane and horizontal plane, front view and top view will be same, but interchange of regular shaped lamina and horizontal line, irregular shaped lamina and inclined line. So those two will get interchanged. Now let us see practically in sketchbook. So this is a three-dimensional figure. Let us see in the sketchbook. So how these are represented. You can see the first figure. So in orthographic projection, so you can see that the front view is a horizontal line and the top view is a regular shape rectangle with shorter edge resting position. And then in the second figure you can see that orthographic projection, the front view is a tilted line, it's an inclined line, and then the top view is irregular shape rectangle. And in the third step you can see the orthographic projection. So the top view is a tilted irregular shape lamina and the front view is also an irregular shape lamina. So this is about the basic concept of projection of planes, resting of lamina on either horizontal plane or resting of lamina on either vertical plane. So this is the procedure of solving the problem. So step 1, step 2 and step 3. So all these are given. So this is already I have explained this. So this is all about first step solution, second step solution, and third step solution. So in the next class, so we'll solve problems. So we'll go step by step. We'll take up category 1, HP resting lamina. We'll solve type 1, type 2, type 3, type 1 general type, type 2 beta angle, and type 3 conditional type. Then after completing this, then we'll go to category 2, that is VP resting lamina. Then again in category 2, second category, type 1 it's a general type, type 2 beta angle, and type 3 conditional types. So we'll wind up the class. So thank you for joining the class.